Hello guys, this one now about the famous tax mafia case, in which case it was even made into a song. Yup, his name is Gayus Tambunan.
Gayus Halman Patahanan Tambunan, or commonly called Gayus Tambunan, is a former civil servant and the Director General of Tax Ministry of Finance of Indonesia. Born in Jakarta, May 9, 1979, Gayus grew up in an ordinary family. However, it turned out that from ordinary family that Gayus became an extraordinary person. At a very young age, he has even packed hundreds of billions of dollars spread across various accounts and deposits. Starting from the state collects of occupancy. After graduation, Gayus was placed in Belitung for 3 years before finally being transferred to Jakarta in the objection and review session of the Appeal and Lawsuit session of Jakarta to Regional Directorate General of Taxes till he was dismissed due to a tax mafia case in 2010.
News about tax mafia convict Gayus Halomon Pertahanan Tambunan watching the 2010 Commonwealth Bank Tournament of Champions tennis match in Bali shocked the Indonesian people. In fact, at that time, Gayus should have been languishing in the Brimob Detention Center, Kelapa II, Depok, West Java, to await the legal process regarding this case. There were also photos and videos of people who looked like Gayus wearing wigs while watching the match. Gayus later admitted that he had indeed gone to Bali. Previously, Gayus had gone to Singapore before being detained. The police succeeded in arresting Gayus Tambunan at a hotel in Singapore on Tuesday, March 30th and 2010.
On January 19, 2011, the panel of judges handed down Gayus' first sentence, namely a sentence of 7 years in prison and a fine of 3 million Indonesian rupiah, or a subsidiary of 3 months in prison. Even though the public prosecutor had demanded Gayus with a prison sentence of 2,000 years. The crime that Gayus was proven to have committed at that time was abusing his authority when handling PT Surya Alam Tunggak SAT's tax objection, causing losses to the state of 570.90 million Indonesian rupiah. Then it was proven that he had participated in giving money to the police totaling 10,000 United States dollars. Gayus was also proven to have given money to a judge in the amount of 40,000 United States dollars during a case at the Tangerang District Court. Finally, Gayus was proven to have provided false information about his 28 billion in money, which was suspected to have come from corruption. As a result of his action that violated authority, Gayus Tambunan caused that financial losses of up to 570 million Indonesian rupiah. The chairman of the panel of judges in the Gayus Tambunan case at that time was Albertina Ho. He held that Gayus Tambunan was proven to have violated his authority by accepting objection to PT SAT's tax payments. The defendant has been proven guilty of committing the crime of corruption together, said Albertina.
Gayus Tambunan criminal activities are not only about corruption but also bribery. Gayus Tambunan, a private investigator, director of the Criminal Investigation Agency and police commissioner of a mutual police attorney, Hapusan Hutagalung. Apart from the police, Gayus Tambunan also bribed Q Muhtadi Asman in the amount of IDR 50 million to smooth out a case of tax evasion and money laundering worth IDR 25 billion. At the time, the Attorney General Office was not satisfied with the sentence received by Gayus Tambunan and filed an appeal. In the appeal decision, the judge increased Gayus Tambunan sentence to 8 years in prison. Gayus Tambunan did not accept the decision on appeal against him, which only aggravated and prolonged his sentence. On that basis, Gayus filed an appeal to the Supreme Court. However, the Supreme Court rejected an appeal filed by Gayus Tambunan. Not only that, the Supreme Court also increased Gayus Tambunan sentence to 12 years in prison.
It doesn't stop at the appeal. Gayus Tambunan then filed a judicial review of his case at the Supreme Court, However, the Supreme Court refused. Gayus Tambunan still has to serve 12 years in prison plus other case, namely 8 years sentence for Vindi Megacitra Raya tax evasion case. Then he was sentenced to 8 years in prison. In the case of money laundering and bribing prison guard, Gayus objected to the verdict No. 22 K Pitsus 2013 because the total sentence he received in the corruption case was 28 years in prison. Gayus shall also be serving time for a passport forgery case. The Supreme Court accepted Gayus Tambunan's objection by reducing Gayus Tambunan's sentence to 26 years in prison for the corruption case. Apart from that, Supreme Court sentenced Gayus to 3 years in prison in the passport forgery case. In this way, the total sentence that Gayus Tambunan must carry out is 29 years in prison.
That's news about Gayus Tambunan. Thanks for watching. See you!